In the past, we have used what we call whole virus vaccines. So this is 1.0 technology, really 100-year-old technology. So a lot of your older vaccines were based on that, where you would take the virus, you would weaken it, you would kill it, and that's what you would use to get the immune response. The problem with that is you get a lot more side effects. And so over time, we've tried to be more and more specific. 2.0 technology was to have a very specific protein. So for example, the spike protein in COVID. 3.0 technology, which is mRNA, just to review a little bit of basic genetics, your DNA, your cells produce mRNA using your DNA, so that's a code. mRNA is also a code. mRNA codes for protein. And it's what the advantage of mRNA is it's much faster to make than a protein vaccine. It's much more efficient. And so when you're in the middle of an emergency, like a COVID pandemic, you want the fastest thing possible, something that you don't have to wait years to develop.
And we should care about this now. Why?
Well, you know, we are on the precipice potentially of another pandemic with H5N1 bird flu. And we have been watching this, tracking this for the last year or two. These things are extremely unpredictable. Could we have a pandemic in the next, month or two? Could we have a pandemic in 10 years? We have no idea. But we need to be prepared is the message here. Like my husband used to say in the Boy Scouts, be prepared.
Yeah.
So what is Secretary Kennedy's issue with mRNA vaccines?
Honestly, I think, first of all, this is not scientific. This is political. And a lot of people have a form of, for lack of a better word, PTSD from the pandemic. And so we're seeing a lot of folks going to war on infectious disease doctors, on mRNA and other technology like that. We heard Secretary Kennedy say in the past, for example, we were going to put a 8-year pause on infectious disease research. The problem is you can do that, but then you're not prepared when the next emergency comes.
Is there an alternative?
Well, I mentioned the older technologies. The problem with the whole virus vaccines is you get a lot more side effects. In fact, Secretary Kennedy criticized the International Vaccine Organization, Gavi, for still using those older vaccines. So he's saying at the same time, don't use the newer ones, don't use the older ones. It's just not a scientific argument.